I am back. Rhodes for the Matrixx and Rhodes show. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think in the comment section about this video so we know the upcoming Lucasfilm offering, the next Lucasfilm train wreck that's coming down the pipeline is, well, one of my favorite movie characters of all time, played by my favorite actor of all time, Harrison Ford. If you would have told me that I would not have been seeing Indiana Jones on Thursday night opening night previews, I'd have said, you must be high. You could possibly be on the crack or the meth. One of the two, just pick your poison. But I would have thought there would have been something wrong with you. But with what Lucasfilm has done to so many of these beloved properties, I can tell you right now, I will not be seeing this abomination in the theater. I'm not going to see it. And the reviews for it from the woke critics are terrible. And what I will let you know, in the dirty little secret out there that a lot of people do know at this point, but I'll let you know in case you don't, a lot of these critics are scared to death of Lucasfilm and of Disney because they are afraid that they will quit being able to participate in Disney's reindeer games. And what I mean is quit being invited to premieres and to participate in all of this stuff involving the MCU and Lucasfilm when it gets released. So that's a lot of times why you see these really good critic scores on some awful, awful properties. Not to mention a lot of the critics are all about some woke politics and identity politics in movies. Well, even that's not saving Lucasfilm because the reviews for this film are absolutely dog shit. There's no other way to look at it. They're terrible, and all the rumors seem to be true about these putrid leaks. By the time this film is over, Phoebe Waller-Bridge will be the hero. She will be the new Indiana Jones. That is what these leaks say is going to end up happening here. And that essentially Harrison Ford's probably going to become another straight white male side piece in another look at all the powerful women and hear me roar Lucasfilm piece of crap. We've now seen it in everything they have released at this point. Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, Obi-Wan's sidelined for some character that everybody can't stand named Reva and nobody's heard of. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's lather, rinse, repeat over and over again with Lucasfilm. This is Outkick. This is Hookstead. The outlook for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny isn't getting any better as more reviews roll in. The fifth and final indie film with Harrison Ford premieres across the country June 30th, and the expectations couldn't be higher. Well, they could be a lot higher. I don't know. They're pretty damn low. After all this, Ford's final time cracking the whip wearing the iconic fedora, but the reviews are terrible. Let's just look. That's Rotten Tomatoes, 85 critic reviews. This thing's got a 56%. I mean, that's bad coming from a bunch of critics that are scared to death of Disney. However, the film has been plagued by bad reviews and the expectation that it will disappoint at the box office. Look, when they are talking about a sub $100 million and from what we've heard, sub $60 million opening domestically, you are talking about a all-time immortal dumpster fire. Unbelievable. No wonder we keep hearing that Kathleen Kennedy may retire around the release of this film. I don't know. And if she stays, man, I don't even know what to say at this point. Now, dozens more critic reviews have flooded in on Rotten Tomatoes, and the numbers remain brutal. As of Tuesday, the film is sitting at a horrific 56% rating after 85 reviews. That's not just bad. That's the kind of movie that gets thrown in the trash and forgotten about as soon as it's over. Don't worry. We will have plenty of brutalization of this film over the next several weeks. As a huge fan of Indy and the 4 movies that are already out, these early reviews definitely don't give any joy at all. In fact, I'd say Indiana Jones fans are starting to recognize we might be staring down the barrel of a disaster waiting to happen since June 30th rolls around. The reviews aren't positive, box office expectations are very low, and the situation is made even worse when you factor in the several $100 million budget for the film. Guys, we're about to have, then it's very possible, we're about to have a Solo-like experience with a movie that's actually got Harrison Ford in it. I got to be honest, I'll be floored if this thing sees $500 million, and that's not going to cut it on a $300 million budget. Not to mention marketing. I mean, we're talking, this thing's got to make $1 billion to break even. Truly. Fans have been expecting an epic conclusion to Harrison Ford's time as Indiana Jones. Instead, it appears the movie will likely be a dud. Now listen to this. For comparisons, Raiders of the Lost Ark has a 93% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. The Last Crusade, 84%. The Temple of Doom, one of my favorites. I mean, they're all one of my favorites. 76%. And The Kingdom Skull has a 77% movie on the rating on the site. How is that possible? How's the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull higher than the Temple of Doom? All right. I don't know how that works out. The numbers aren't even close. So we're talking about, as of right now, we're talking about a 21% less credit, 21% less critic score than the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yikes. A movie that, honestly, I have much more appreciation for now than I did when it came out. There's nothing worse in the entertainment world than getting your hopes up for a movie and being met with with great disappointment. Well, Hookstead, I don't know what to tell you, because none of us were getting our hopes up for this film at all. And look, the one thing I did try to hang my hat on is James Mangold is a fabulous director. He's a great director. We're not talking about Rian Johnson here. Okay, we're not. We're not talking about a hack like that. We're talking about Ford versus Ferrari. We're talking about 310 to Yuma. We're talking about a lot of different, very good films. Logan, the best X-Men movie that we got ever. Certainly, I think the best movie that's centered on Wolverine. Most people won't argue with that. It's one of the better superhero movies anybody's ever seen. And that was his jam. You know, there was a movie he put out years ago called Identity with John Cusack and Ray Liotta. It was a little horror movie that had a really nice ensemble cast. Great flick. It turned out really well. And he's got a lot of films like that. This will not be that. This will not be that, because Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy cannot put their pro-feminist bullshit woke agenda behind them in order for them to allow for a great movie to have been made without getting politics or an agenda involved in it. This movie is going to be straight trash, homie. And if the critics hate it, and look, I don't normally put a lot of stock in the critics, but if the woke critics hate this film and don't like it, oh, good luck with the audience score. This could be all-time trash. And that pains me to say. Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, Disney and Lucasfilm have truly ruined Star Wars, and now they have got their sights set on one of the most iconic characters. They destroyed Obi-Wan Kenobi. They destroyed Boba Fett. They destroyed Han Solo. And now they're going to destroy Luke Skywalker and add in Indiana Jones. Wow. I didn't see the destruction of these properties coming when Disney bought Lucasfilm. I didn't see it. I really didn't. But that's before we knew political agendas were about to take over movies. And it happened right about that time. Tell me what you think, Black Matrixx and Rhodes show fans. There I go. I almost did it again. I caught myself. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.